Earthlings, look up at the night sky and consider this paradox. Your galaxy holds hundreds of billions of stars, many with planets, and the observable universe contains trillions of galaxies. By sheer probability, intelligent life should not only exist, it should be everywhere. And yet, the universe is silent. No messages, no visitors, no sign of cosmic neighbors knocking on your planetary door. This contradiction has haunted your scientists for decades. But there is one explanation so unsettling, it reshapes the way you think about alien life. The dark forest theory. It suggests that silence isn't an accident. It is a strategy, a terrifying survival rule that governs the galaxy itself. So let me get this straight. The universe might not be ghosting you, Earthlings. It's just busy playing hide and seek on hard mode, where if you make a sound, you get deleted. And meanwhile, you guys are out here yelling into space like it's an intergalactic karaoke night. Imagine the dark forest at night. Countless hunters hide among the trees, each desperate to survive. In this forest, every sound, a snapper twig, a whispered word, is a signal that can bring death. Because the rule is simple, if you detect another hunter, you cannot know their intentions. So the safest move is to strike first and eliminate them before they eliminate you. This is the metaphor that frames the dark forest theory. Now apply this to the cosmos. Civilizations scattered across the galaxy are like hunters in the dark forest. Each one fears the other. Each one knows that survival may depend on staying invisible. To reveal yourself, to scout across the cosmic woods, is to invite danger, and so silence becomes the universal law. So basically space is one giant multiplier game of don't move or you get sniped. Except instead of camping in bushes with night vision goggles, civilizations are hiding entire planets behind cosmic camouflage. And here is humanity, stomping through the forest with a boombox blasting reruns of I Love Lucy into the void. The logic is cold and brutal. If a civilization detects another one, it faces a choice: trust or risk annihilation, or strike first to ensure survival. Given the stakes, the rational choice in this theory is always the first strike. Why? Because the distance between stars makes dialogue impossible in real life. Misunderstandings can't be cleared up over light years. By the time you've said hello, the other side might already be preparing a weapon capable of destroying your world. This transforms the silence of the universe into something chilling, not absence, but restraint. Every alien intelligence may be listening, watching, waiting, but refusing to speak, because the risk of exposure outweighs the hope of friendship, which makes humanity's behavior even more hilarious. While every other civilization is sitting quietly playing the world's longest game of hide and seek, you're out there broadcasting your home address on every frequency. Hi aliens, it's Earth. We have a pizza and a Wi-Fi. Yeah, nothing says please invade me like shipping your coordinates into the galactic group chat. For over a century, Earthlings have been broadcasting into the cosmos without much thought for the consequences. Radio, television, radar signals. Your planet has been leaking its existence into space like a beacon. And in recent decades, you've gone further, deliberately sending messages with detailed informations about your location, your biology, and even your mathematics, hoping some distant mind would understand. To the dark forest theory, this is reckless. It's as if you stepped into the forest and shouted, "Here I am," without considering who might be listening. In the universe, where the safest strategy is silence, humanity has broken the first rule of survival. Meanwhile, every other species is sitting there facepalming, whispering, "Who invited these amateurs?" Honestly, Earthlings, if there is a cosmic predator, you've already sent him your GPS coordinates and a copy of your menu. When you listen for alien voices, you hear nothing. This great silence is one of the greatest mysteries of the cosmos. Yet, throughout the lens of the dark forest theory, it makes perfect sense. Perhaps civilizations are everywhere, but they all know the rule. reveal nothing, broadcast nothing, hide your lights in the cosmic shadows. It may not be absence you're hearing, but discipline. Imagine every star system with life sitting silently, monitoring, waiting, like poker players in a galaxy-wide game. Every civilization keeps its expression blank, every signal hidden, because the cost of making the wrong move is extinction. So maybe the universe isn't quiet because nobody's home. Maybe it's because everyone's hiding under the table, holding their breath, praying nobody hears them chewing. And then there is Earth, standing out in the middle of the room, waving its arm and shouting, "Anybody wanna hear our mixtape?" If the Dark Forest theory is true, the advanced civilizations would not only avoid broadcasting their existence, they would take active measures to hide it. Their planets might be disguised to appear lifeless, their energy signatures masked, their technology carefully cloaked against detection. Survival would demand it. This paints an image of the universe not as empty, but as crowded with hidden watchers, civilizations camouflaged within the background noise of stars, choosing invisibility as their shield. For Earthlings, this should be a sobering thought. Perhaps you're not alone, but simply ignored because you haven't learned the rule of silence. Which means if aliens are out there, they're basically on permanent airplane mode. No calls, no texts, no notifications. Meanwhile, you Earthlings are spamming the galactic inbox with, "Hey, just checking in, still alive, got TikTok now." If the universe is one big group chat, you're the friend who sends 47 messages in a row and wonders why nobody replies. Consider this unsettling possibility. Perhaps the silence isn't because aliens don't know you exist, but because they already do. If the Dark Forest is real, then predators may be observing Earth from afar, cataloging your broadcasts, studying your development, and weighing the risk of letting you know. For Earthlings, this should trigger a sobering reflection. The absence of communication does not equal safety. You may be a part of a game whose rules you never agreed to, playing roles you don't even realize exist. So, in other words, aliens might be binge-watching your entire planetary history like a reality TV show, just waiting to decide if they're gonna cancel you. And honestly, given the last few decades of content, I wouldn't bet on a renewal. Earthlings, if you're wondering why aliens haven't called, maybe they're just ghosting you until you get your act together. Of course, not all scientists accept the Dark Forest theory. Some argue that the universe is simply too vast, that civilizations are rare, and that the silence is not sinister, but statistical. Others believe that cooperation, not fear, would guide advanced intelligences, that survival could be found in unity rather than in preemptive violence. Yet, even those who doubt the theory admit its power. It offers a chilling, logical explanation for the silence. And in a universe where the margins for error is extinction, even the possibility that the Dark Forest is true should give you a pause. So yeah, maybe the theory is too dark, too cynical, or maybe it's just spot on. Either way, Earthlings, you're basically the loud neighbor blasting music at 3 a.m. in a neighborhood where you don't know if the guy next door owns a flamethrower. And you still think sending space postcards was a good idea. Bold move. The Dark Forest theory transforms the silence of the cosmos from a mystery into a warning. Perhaps the universe is not quiet because life is absent, but because survival demands it. Every civilization, hidden in the shadows, aware that one wrong signal could bring its end. For humanity, this faces a question. Should you continue to announce your presence, or should you learn the discipline of silence? Should you reach outwards with hope, or hold back with caution? The universe offers no answers, only silence, and the possibility that silence itself is the answer. Okay, so here's your cosmic takeaway, Earthlings. If the Dark Forest is real, then maybe the smartest thing you can do is to shut up. Stop yelling into the void, stop sending out your return address, and definitely stop advertising your existence with episodes of reality TV. Because if aliens are listening, they're not confused. They're probably just loading the laser cannons.